everyone. Hello. What is up, guys? If you don't know this voice by now, then why are you watching this YouTube video on YouTube or listening to the podcast on Amazon Music Podcast, Apple Podcast, or Podbean.com or their official app? What is up, guys? This is James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, back here to do a new video / podcast, and boy, has it been a while. So, I need to take a little break, but I'm not going to talk about it in this video because before this video came out, I did another video, which is an update video talking about why I took a little break from YouTube. And then also I talked about what videos you could expect coming from, what videos you can expect coming in December. All the videos that are coming out in December. And then I also talked about a video that I'm going to be doing also in January after New Year's Eve. And that video, I'm going to be talking about certain things, but you have to watch the update video to see what that video is going to be about. I'm not going to spoil it in this video. So, this is the second video coming out in December, and this one is going to be the start of the Halloween events that Marsha, my co-host, and I did in 2025. So, I also talked about the order of what videos are coming also in the update video as well. So this is the first one, which is the LA Haunted Hayride. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that correct. The LA Haunted Hayride is an event that Marsha and myself went to. And before we continue this conversation, of course, I have to introduce my lovely co-host. She's here with me recording this video / podcast, and you know her, you love her, my co-host, my mom, Marsha. So, Mom, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
So, let's talk about the LA Haunted Hayride and led up to why we went to the LA Haunted Hayride. Marsha and I were talking about going to this event for many years. And a lot of the reasons why we didn't go to is because, there was one particular reason, the hayride itself. For many years since it started, you would have to sit on the actual hay, and because Marsha and I had bad knees, we could not do it, so we didn't waste our money by going for the mazes and stuff like that, or the hayride. But last year, they did something completely different, which they brought back this year, and I probably think it's going to be a staple now, because so many people were complaining that after they got off the hayride, their back was hurting, their legs were hurting, so they decided to do something about it. And because of this particular change, which we'll get to in just a moment, we decided, let's try to go to the LA Haunted Hayride. We were not sure if we could go to it until, big thanks to my Aunt Lori for this. As a late birthday present, because you know my birthday's in October, she got us VIP tickets to the LA Haunted Hayride, and we went on Saturday, November 1st, was the day that we went. Also that particular day as well was the final game of the World Series, so either Toronto was going to win or Dodgers was going to win. And of course, Dodgers won as we were at LA Haunted Hayride, so a lot of people were watching the Dodger game either on their phone, or some of the food vendors had TVs that people could watch the game on. So, that was very funny. But that's not going to be the point of this video. I just wanted to say that the day we went to LA Haunted Hayride was also the final day of the World Series. So,
Everybody was on their phones in line.
Exactly. So, how we're going to do this is we're going to talk about all the attractions, and we're going to give it a score from a 1 being the worst to a 5 being the best. It's going to be Marsha's score and then my score. So, but also let's talk about 2 things that we learned that if people are going to Elvira Hayride the first time, these are 2 things that you should not do.
Can I say the first one?
Yeah.
Don't get there early. We were standing for like an hour and 15 minutes because my sister dropped us off early. And boy, it's like, don't get there early.
Because we found out that security doesn't let people in until about 30 minutes before the event opens. So they don't start letting people in until about 6:30. So
and we got there at 5:30.
We got there about 5:15, and it took us a little while to find where the entrance was, and then we found the entrance, and we had to wait an hour to standing there, and there are no benches, there's no seats or anything.
Nothing.
So if you guys have bad backs or bad knees, I would recommend waiting until security is open and then go there. And it's a hill that you have to walk down, and it took us a little bit to get down the hill. But then it straightens out. So it's just a little hill that you have to go down to get to the actual entrance.
Right.
So that's number 1. And number 2 is be nice to the employees there or in security, because a lot of people got drunk because it was the final night of the Dodger game, and they do sell alcohol there. And be careful, because you will get kicked out, and we saw a lot of people get kicked out. So those are 2 rules that we could tell you not to do. So, after we waited an hour for security, we finally got entrance to the thing. Also, one more thing that I want to say. I don't know if this is going to change, but this is what we learned, okay? If you have a general admission ticket, you can only go through the Hayride and the mazes 1 time. If you have a VIP ticket or their platinum ticket, then you can go through the mazes as many times as you want, and the LA Haunted Hayride as many times as you want. We wasted a little time going to customer service, and then they just told us, because we didn't know if we had to get a special wristband or anything. So for all the tickets, they scan your ticket on your phone. So when you go to the attraction or the LA Haunted Hayride, you scan your ticket, and it will either tell them that you are general, VIP, or
the platinum one.
The only difference is the platinum one has wristbands. So that's the only. If you have a platinum ticket, you have to go to guest service to get your wristband and some other stuff that you get with platinum. But if you have general or VIP, you don't have to stop at guest service.
They just scan your ticket off your phone.
So basically how it works is general. That's the one that you're going to wait a lot of time in line for. VIP cuts your time in half. And then platinum, you just go in right away. There's no wait time for you. So we got the middle one. So,
which wasn't too bad.
Which was not too bad. Okay? So, basically how the layout of it is on the right side, is where all the mazes and the carousel is. Then you have the hayride that's like right in the middle. And that's also where restrooms are too. They're close to where the hayride is.
Mm-hmm.
Then on your left hand side is the stage where they do a show. And then that's also where more food booths are. And that's also where the exit of the hayride is too. And then also that's where they have like their escape rooms, their axe throwing, stuff like that. That's all on the left hand side. And they also have a psychic medium that does readings there too, which we did not get. So that's basically the layout of
the hayride.
So before we continue, what did you think about the layout, Mom?
Very well done. In groups. So, like, yeah, that was a good idea. What they did. The mazes over here, the food booths over here. Very good layout. Mm-hmm. What do you think of it?
And there was a lot of places to sit too. So
that's what I like too. Mm-hmm. What do you think of the layout, James?
I thought it was very, very good. They've been doing it for many years, so really did enjoy it.
Yes.
Okay, so you're wondering, James, what did Marsha and you do first? Well, because it's called the Ellie Haunted Hayride, we decided to hit the hayride first. So that was the first thing that we did. So the reason why we decided to take a chance on the Ellie Haunted Hayride this year is, if you can see, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will try to I can't highlight it for you, but it says hay wagons now with seats. So I want to say last year in 2024 is when they implemented this change. I can't really remember, but because people were complaining about their sitting on the hay and stuff like that, they changed it where it's now has seats, and it felt so good sitting on the hay right after standing for an hour waiting to get into the actual event.
Right.
So that was a plus sign. So also, I want to mention this too. All of their mazes and their hayride are ADA accessible. So if you're in a wheelchair, they have special wagons for people with wheelchair. We just got onto a normal one, but I did see some wheelchair people there that got on the hayride. I don't know how they do it, but you can do the hayride if you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So basically, there was about, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9 or 10 different sets on the hayride, and they were all themed different. Mm-hmm. Lots of scare actors in the hayride. Some of them actually jumped on the hayride with you. There were parts where you got sprayed with water, sprayed with soap. It was just a fun time.
Right.
So, and because we had the VIP ticket, because when we did the hayride initially, we were on the right-hand side, and then we wanted to go back and film the left-hand side, but because we wanted to get through the mazes too, we decided to skip that. So just from the angle that we had, Mom, what did you think?
I enjoyed it, James. But next year I want to do both sides. But it was really, really good. People jumping on the wagons, people scaring you. Very well done. Mm-hmm. I really, really liked it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first time going, I really liked it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will say the only complaint that I have is it was kind of hard for people with bad knees to get up there, but we did have it. So they did have people that would help you get on and off. So that was a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they just need to improve on that, like maybe have actual steps instead of hay barrels or something easier for people to get on. That's
what I was thinking.
That would
too.
be my only concern. Right. But everything else was great.
I agree with you, James. They should have steps for people going up there, much easier.
And steps coming down, so it's much easier.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything else was great. So the only thing I have to minus a point is for the hay barrel that you have to step on and then step on and step off. But everything else was great. So I think you and I are in the same boat. I think we have to give the LA Haunted Hayride a 4 out of 5 just for that one thing.
Right.
But that's it.
Right.
But is that your score, Mom?
Yeah, that's my score because the hay barrel it's hard to get up there. I want steps next time, but I don't know officially if they can do it. But overall, the hayride was really, really good. So enjoyed it.
So we both give it a 4 out of 5. Mm-hmm. And the hayride was like about
15, 20 minutes.
Like.
Or 25 minutes? I don't know.
Like it was between 15 and 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, the next one we're going to talk about. So, let me just say this right off the bat. We didn't do the axe throwing. We didn't do the escape games. We didn't do the sidekick read. We just mostly, and we saw a little bit of the show, but we didn't see the full show. Just to get that out of the way. So we're not reviewing those. So then we decided to hit. So before we hit the mazes, we decided to try out the food. We're not going to review the food. We're just going to talk about our experience. It was a little pricey. But it was worth it. For 2 Dr. Peppers, the burger that I got, you got the hot dog. It was around $50. Yeah. That was including tip that we gave them a tip.
I had the bacon wrap hot dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was good. We were hungry. We did have to eat something to make it for the rest of the night. But unfortunately, we didn't get no merchandise. So next year, we're going to plan to have enough money for food, merchandise. Because as I said, this was a last minute thing. I'm going to keep reminding people because I know people are going to say, well, why did you not get merchandise, stuff like that?
Because this was a last minute thing. We didn't know my sister was going to do this for his birthday. So next year we're going to be much more prepared.
Right. So just want to harp that out. So I will say the food was good, but they had a lot of different choices. They had hot dogs, they had nachos,
pizza, I think there.
They had kettle corn there.
I want to get a bag of kettle corn next year to take home.
Okay.
So
that's overall thing. Basically how they have so now we were going back towards the mazes and the carousel. So basically what happens is when you get to the area where the mazes are, you have the restrooms, and then you go past the restrooms, there's some food stands, and then there's a maze on your left, which is the something manor, and then on your right-hand side is a trick-or-treat, or Elvira Trick or Treat, and then behind the carousel is the last maze there. So we decided, because we knew Elvira was going to be our last maze of the night, because that's the one that's closest to the exit.
Yeah, it was.
So we decided to do
Hellbilly Manor.
No, Hellbilly Halloween first.
Right.
And then we were going to do the Manor one, and then we were going to end with
Elvira.
With Elvira. So, Hellbilly Halloween. This one is their most terrifying. So, this is the most bloodiest one. This is the most terrifying one. And this is the only one that has real chainsaws. Okay?
Yeah.
So, this is basically the gore house of the event. So, just to set up the story, is you're going into the hillbilly house, and they want to make you the guest of honor, but not in a way. They want to have you for dinner. So, this maze had some dark areas. This maze did have some strobe lights. You didn't know where the actors were coming from, because it was very well lit together. So, I want to say this one I got the most scares. Your thoughts on this one?
I was the leader, so I was getting all the scares. James got some scares, but I was the leader because he was filming a little bit on his phone. So mostly I got all the scares. But sometimes, it's like, which way? James had to tell me which way. So you hear that on the video also.
Yeah, if you watch my vlog video, you can hear throughout some of the mazes.
Marsha, go this way.
Yeah.
Go that way.
Yeah.
But this house, very well done, scared the bejeebers out of me. Like actors coming from the left, the right, the in front of you. But very well done. I really, really like this house. And it was so gory. But very well done. Really like this one.
I want to say it had a total of like 4 different chainsaws throughout the maze.
Right.
And of course, the very last scare actor of this maze is a guy with a chainsaw.
Outside.
When
you get outside, yeah. James, your impression?
So, really, I had no complaints for this one. They set it up really good. Really enjoyed it. So, kudos. This maze I do not have a problem with.
Here did I.
So, everything was good for this one. So, your score for this one?
Definitely a 5 out of 5. I really like this one. And they were scaring left and right. That's what I liked about it, too.
Yeah, for me, I have to give it a 5 out of 5 as well. Sorry about the little cough, guys. So, moving on, we went to the next one, which was Monae Manor. So, in the vlog video, and a lot of people commented on this, before this maze was changed to Mystique Manor, or I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly. It used to be known as Midnight Manor, but then they teamed up with some celebrity or influencer, and now it's called Mystique Manor or something like that. So I was correct, but it was the old maze before they collab with this person. this one pretty much is the host is having a Halloween party, and pretty much you're invited, but then all hell breaks loose. So, pretty much, one of the rooms that I remember, there was a dance floor. They had a cemetery which was kind of towards the end of the maze. They also had what?
A graveyard?
No, I did mention the graveyard.
Okay.
But you started inside the manor, and then it led you to the graveyard, and that was like the end of it. So it was from inside to outside. But there was a lot of other cool things which I can't remember. But
what?
This maze was thing. But I wouldn't say this maze had the most strobe lights out of all the mazes.
Right.
Would you say that?
Oh yeah. They were making me sick because I have vertigo, so it was kind of making me like, yeah. And I was the leader again in this maze.
Yeah. So this one was a pretty cool one. I enjoyed the story, but this one was okay for me. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I mean, we did get some decent scares, but, it was okay. And they also had a room where you felt like you were going through the swamp. I remember that.
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. So, I would say this one was okay. I mean, again, the strobe lights work. They did have a lot of strobe lights in this one, which also kind of made me sick a little bit. So I have to minus points for that. But they did warn you about that. But yeah, overall, this maze was okay. I kind of understood the story, but it might be time for a change.
Yeah. Get a new maze in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, your thoughts for this maze, Mom?
I really liked it. It was okay, but it was the strobe lights that were making me sick. So, yeah.
Okay.
My score, probably like a 4 out of 5 because of the strobe lights. But I liked the story. The characters were scaring me. So 4 out of 5 for me.
I have to agree with you. The strobe lights were a little too much in this one, but overall it was good.
What score did you give it?
I would give it a 4 out of 5 as well.
Okay.
As well as you.
Right.
So that one was a really good one.
Except the strobe lights.
So now let's talk about the final maze that we did for the night. Elvira Trick or Treat.
Mayhem.
So this was the first year that Elvira worked with LA Haunted Hayride. If you know, she had a long-standing staple at Not Scary Farm. That's how I got introduced to her and stuff like that. And so I was excited to check out this maze. Sorry about the cough again, guys. So this one is pretty much you're basically, you start in Elvira's house, you're trick or treating, so it basically makes you feel like you're going trick or treating, and you're going to these different places. Like you're going to a neighbor's house, you're going to a mechanic shop, you're going to the midnight theater or movie theater, stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
It was good.
There was only one part of this maze that Marsha and I could not go through. There was a scene where you were going through this wall, and they had these airbags effect where you had to push through and it felt like you were stuck in there, but you weren't. They were like airbag ones. And the only thing I would complain about this maze is the scare actor was giving us a little hard time. So we saw a manager after we told them what happened, and then scare actor apologized and they said, "Yeah, we have that area in case people can't go through it. You know, like we have vertical or something, or for wheelchairs. So the actor should have been more nicer. The actor did apologize. Everything was cool, so I'm glad that the situation was handled properly. So I will give props to that.
Me too.
But everything else in this maze was cool. It felt like we were trick-or-treating. They used to give out candy, but now because they have so many people coming to this event, they don't do that anymore.
Right.
But, you know, it was a fun maze. It had a lot of references to Elvira. So, I mean, that's pretty much what the maze was. So, your thoughts on that, Mom?
The only complaint is with the scare actor, like really pushing me to go there, to go in there. But luckily he apologized. But the maze was cool. It was like the fun house of the night. I really, really liked it.
Yeah. But yeah, everything else was cool. It was awesome. It was really, really good. So this one is kind of like an easy one if you don't want to get too scared. This didn't have a lot of scares. This was more a fun house with scare actors in there. You did get some scares, but not a lot.
Right.
So, honestly, I enjoyed this one. The only complaint, as I said, was that scare actor, because we told them that we couldn't go through.
Right.
Luckily, everything worked out. They apologized, so I would have knocked it down if the actor didn't apologize, but because he apologized and the manager took care of it right away, I have to give it a 5 out of 5. What about for you?
Since he apologized, 5 out of 5. This was a good maze.
Yeah. So, all right. So, after that, we knew it was time going down. We knew at that point we didn't have enough to get merchandise, but there was one more thing that we wanted to do. So this is their famous pumpkin display that they have also at Midsummer Scream. We saw this at Midsummer Scream before.
We did.
In the Hall of Shadows.
We did.
And we wanted to take a photo in front of this, so that's what we did. We took a photo in front of it, and it was very
cool,
very nice. So after we took a photo of that, we went for the exit, and what was cool, now the only thing I don't know about this, we did this as we were leaving. I'm not sure if they do this during the day, but they have these security guards. They are not only security guards, but they also do a service for people that can't walk back up the hill because we have to walk down the hill. They will take you up the hill so you don't have to walk up the hill after a long night. And it was very cool. The security guards were so nice. Everyone was so nice. It was awesome.
They were very, very nice.
Every staff member, every manager, they were awesome as well.
Definitely. I agree with that, James.
So, the food vendors, all the characters, everyone was very nice. So they took us up to the Uber and Lyft pickup area, and they also helped us get Uber and Lyft because we didn't know how to do it from there. So overall, we had a very positive experience.
Very nice at the end. They helped us a lot. I appreciate them, everything they do. Fun night.
So overall, all the mazes were good. The only one that we really had a complaint about
was the strobe light one.
Was the Manor and then the LA Haunted Hayride, but of everyone, Hellbilly got a perfect 5 out of 5. But the other two, we had to knock some things down because of certain things. But overall, we had a fantastic time going to LA Haunted Hayride for our first time. So, your final thoughts, Mom, before we wrap up this video / podcast.
I really enjoyed it. I want to go back next year for sure. The only complaints what we said before. Really fun. Enjoyed the mazes. Enjoyed the hayride. The food was excellent. The characters were nice. Really fun night. And I can't wait for next year to come so I can go back. So we can go back to the Haunted Hayride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You, James?
I love doing the LA Haunted Hayride. This is going to be something that we're going to have our rotation. So now, for guaranteed, every year we're going to go to Hollywood. We're going to go to Knott's, and now LA Haunted Hayride is now in our rotation that we're going to go to.
Right.
But yeah, overall, we had a fun time. Really did enjoy it. Can't wait to see what they're going to do next year. Hopefully, they'll have some new mazes or some changes.
Right.
We'll see what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm glad that we did the bullet. I'm glad that it worked out. That Laurie got us those VIP things.
Right.
Next year, definitely, we want to go on a day where we're going to have more hours so we can make sure we have more time to do more things.
Like both sides of the Haunted Hayride and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go. So that was our review of LA Haunted Hayride. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, yeah. So this is the second video that's coming out in December. In December, the update video is already up before. So definitely, as I said before, if you want to see what videos and stuff that are coming out in December and why I had to take a little break off YouTube and stuff like that, definitely go check out the update video before watching this one. So as I said in the update video after this LA Haunted Hayride, the next one that's going to be releasing is our Not Scary Farm 2025 review, and then after that will be the Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood 2025 review, and then after that, other videos will be coming out, but I'm not going to go to spoil because I want you guys to watch the update video to see what other videos are coming out in December. But at least I told you all the Halloween event ones are going to be done in December. So that's all I'm going to say about it. If you want to know the rest, go watch my update video to find out the rest of the stuff. So I want to thank my co-host Marsha.
You're welcome
for joining me for this video and this video / podcast. If you guys want to follow her on her social media site, she has X and Twitter. And if you want to follow me, your host James, aka Jimmy Pancakes, I have a Facebook page. I have X. I have Instagram. I have TikTok, and I also post things on the
YouTube channel.
YouTube post tab. That's where I am. But for any photos of Halloween events and stuff, those will go on my social media sites. Anything related to YouTube videos go on my YouTube post tab area. So there you go. So I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank everyone for listening. Sorry about the cough again, guys. So as I was saying, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you are watching this video or listening to the audio podcast on Amazon Music Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or Podbean.com or their official app. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day, night, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are watching this video or listening to the podcast. And we'll see you for the Not Scary Farm 2025 review coming soon on my YouTube channel and all of my podcasts. Until then, this is your host, James A.K. Jim Peckates, signing off, and we'll catch you guys later.